I've been streaming with a blank screen for 40 minutes. Oh my gosh, I am an idiot. Oh, I totally was not streaming anything for 40 whole minutes. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. Literally, the entire time I've been going, the past 40 minutes has been nothing. It has been nothing. You've had nothing from me. Wow. I am such an amazing streamer. I totally know how to do everything on my stream. Great. Jeez, man. Come on, chat. Why don't you tell me there's nothing on the screen? Anyway, so welcome to the Frito Bandito Taqueria Pain Cave edition. We're back, and I'm basically going to start talking about all the stuff that I talked about for the first 42 minutes of the stream. I am so good at this. I've totally been streaming for 7 years now. Totally, yes. Okay. All right, so what did I talk about again? Okay. For those of you that are finally joining the stream, hey, you know what? I can actually edit all that crap out. Frito, we're going to edit all of that out. We're going to edit out all of that blank 40 minutes of blank screen. No one's going to suspect a thing. Well, I should be able to do some post-editing. I can edit it up on Twitch. I know I can edit it on YouTube, to where I can basically just trim out that whole first 40 minutes, and then we'll get back into it. Which I'm annoyed, because I've seen that there's been people popping in and out, and no one told me that I had a blank screen, because I'm using Rumble Studio, and the only small issue with Rumble Studio is that I have to create a specific ingress for Rumble Studio. Basically, I have to stream to Rumble Studio, and then Rumble Studio restreams it to YouTube and Twitch. So, basically what's happened is, I forgot to set up my OBS to stream directly to the Rumble Studio, and because of that, there's literally been nothing broadcasted for the past 42 minutes, just blank screen, no audio, no nothing. So, yeah. So we're gonna have to do some post-stream editing here. Okay, so what have I done so far on stream? I've done one whole 7.6 mile route. I'm on my second route here. We're 3.1 miles into the route. So for those of you that have tuned into the Taqueria Pain Cave before, you know that I typically do workouts here on my Woosh. So my Woosh, this is a training platform for cyclists and runners. So you can hook up a treadmill with a Bluetooth sensor on it. My bike, you see back here, my bike is actually hooked into a machine, and that machine is sending information into the computer. It's sending how fast I'm moving my legs and how hard I'm pushing down on the pedals. You see up at top, there's a 143W, so that's 143 watts. I'm pushing about 1.6 kilowatts per kilogram. So watts per kilogram is kind of a more normalized power output, where it factors in how big you are, and it'll normalize it. They found it to be a decent normalization. So basically, if a person that weighs 150 pounds is outputting 141, they're going to be a much higher watts per kilogram because they weigh less. Since I weigh more, I'm going to be required to push a higher wattage output to be at that same watts per kilogram as the person that's much lighter than I am. So So, and I don't know how that all normalizes out in the end. I don't know. It's more of a comparison baseline than anything. So why am I doing this? I am doing this because so during race season or during my major training periods, I like to actually make sure that I only have about an hour, so I want to make sure that those hours are hyper focused on the zones that I want to hit and certain aspects of training that I want to do. So I mostly focus in on structured workouts. So the only issue with structured workouts is that when you do structured workouts, the Woosh software does not allow you to record routes. Okay? So it records mileage, it records feet climbed. So how much elevation you've gone up. It doesn't record how much you go down, just records how much you go up. So because of that, there are routes. So I have completed many routes here on Woosh, but they're not officially recorded because I didn't do them in free ride mode. So right now I'm in free ride mode, which is honestly not much different than workout mode. The only real difference is that I'm not in erg mode. So erg mode is when the trainer takes over the the trainer takes over the resistance of the trainer. So if I'm on my workout and the workout says push 200 watts, so the trainer will automatically adjust the resistance, and it's a magnetic resistance. So it'll adjust the magnetic resistance on the wheel, the flywheel, so that I'm able to only push 200 watts. So if I pedal harder, it's gonna ease off on the resistance, and if I pedal slower, it's gonna increase the resistance. So I maintain within about 5 watts that 200 watt desired output. So in free ride, it mostly puts it in. I have the trainer set in a neutral state, so I could actually I could put the trainer in a state to where it'll mimic the road grade, to where if I go upgrade, it'll increase the resistance. If I go downgrade, it'll decrease the resistance. But I don't really want to do that. I mostly just want to push the pedals in a nice, steady, consistent rate, so I can really work on building my aerobic base. That's mostly what I'm doing here. So I'm all done with my racing for this calendar year. Next race is going to be in March, and that's going to be Los Alamitos Race the Base. I might actually go to Pasadena Reverse, and I might do it. I might get my son in the race this next year. I've talked to him about it. He's a pretty active kid. So I think we'd be able to, if I get him to go on walks with me with the dog, and we actually complete the 1 mile loop, which is 2 blocks of my town in my city, like right around my house. It's about a mile. So if I can get him to walk a mile with me, I could get him to lightly jog a 3/4 mile loop, and then just hop him on a bike, which I got to teach him how to ride a bike this winter. I need to get him on his pedaling bike, and I need to get him to ride it, because he's got a push bike, and he can glide on that push bike. If he can glide on that push bike, he can totally pedal on a normal bike. Excuse me. Because he scoots and pushes on that push bike all the time. So we're at 35% for 5 miles. 5 miles into the right. All right, so I also talked about Monster Hunter once. I can't believe I went 40 minutes without realizing that. Got my Nintendo Sports fitness towel. Basically, I accrue platinum points, and then about once or twice a year, I'll buy a couple small swag items off of the Nintendo Platinum Points store. You know, basically you spend $8 for shipping and you get a couple doodads for free. So over the years, I've gotten like 2 keychains, a tin of coasters for Xenoblade 3, bought a pencil pouch for the kids, for my daughter. What else did I get? I got a hat. I got a hat and this towel last time around. I got those when I bought the Alarmo. I bought the Alarmo for my kids. Because I needed a better alarm for my daughter. I needed an alarm she didn't have to touch. Excuse me. Okay, we're gonna go 10 minutes. A little bit of zone 3 work here. We're gonna go 10 minutes here in zone 3. Try and click off a few more. And then we'll do 5 minutes back down in zone 1. So basically all I'm doing is just pushing the pedals slightly harder. So we're about 20 watts higher than I was before. So I'm in low zone 3 right now. Tell you what, man, Bomberman Hero soundtrack is dope. That's what's playing right now. Bomberman Hero is a very much so underrated Nintendo 64 game. Saw a guy on Pixel Kittens Discord, and he just got himself a Nintendo 64. I have mine in a box. Ha! Hey, Will. That's okay. I actually went 40 minutes with a blank screen, as I totally forgot to set up Rumble Studio properly. You haven't missed much. I've only been, like, live for about 10 minutes here. I totally screwed up this morning. We're actually coming up on a full hour of stream time here. And, we're gonna try and complete this route and one more. Yeah. Here, hold up. I'm gonna take a quick break. I gotta pull up my other chat window.
All I see in this dark room are pills. No, wait. I see ghosts.
No, I'm actually going 2 hours this morning.
I love the cherries.
Well, I'm planning on going 2 hours.
Yes, the cherries are good.
Planning on going 2 hours, so I got a full another hour of streaming.
The cherries are good. 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 The cherries are good.
right, sounds good, Will. So what else did I talk about in that first 40 minutes? Ah, yes, Monster Hunter Wilds. So, got some time in with Monster Hunter Wilds last night, and it was good. It was good. It was pretty good. Not convinced enough to buy it yet. It's like, do I want to pay $70 for that? No, I don't want to pay $70 for that, because right now my gaming budget is really limited, and when Monster Hunter Wilds would be coming out, we got new Xenoblade Chronicles X coming out. So yeah, that's the plan. When I can get it cheap, like cheap, like I'd say $20. I'd say $20. I'd pay $20 for that. And patched. Yeah, pretty much. when they've gotten all the bugs worked out of it. But yeah, overall I had a good time. Used hammer and heavy bowgun. So I started Monster Hunter with World. I've attempted. Which one did I attempt? I played one up at Crefe's place on the Wii U. I want to say it was Generations, but I don't know I don't remember off the top of my head. But basically, I enjoy playing Monster Hunter. I'm not a Monster Hunter fanatic, and the problem with Monster Hunter World is that I'm in post-Iceborne guiding lands, and I gotta grind monsters like crazy. I don't really want to do that. So we got about 4.5 minutes left here at Zone 3, and then we're gonna drop back to Zone 1 for 5 minutes, and then we're gonna go back to Zone 2. That's kind of what we're doing here. So I don't really want to grind on Monster Hunter Worlds right now, and also, usually by the time I get out to the garage, action games and me don't agree very well, because 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty bushed. So I gotta play something that's a little forgiving in the action area. I mean, there were some graphical glitches, which I'm not surprised. You know, it is a beta after all, and I'm running technically less than optimal hardware for the game. So yeah, it's okay. All right, and 3.5 minutes. 3.5 minutes until rest. So yeah, overall, it's not bad. If you're a Monster Hunter fan, you're gonna like it. Oh, except the Operator didn't like it, but Operator is like a hardcore Monster Hunter fan. So I take his comments from the more extreme side of the Monster Hunter fandom. But yeah, so overall, I will probably get it sometime. I'm more into that than Sunbreak or Monster Hunter Rise. That's it. Sunbreak was one of the was the DLC for it. But yeah, not a day one. I'd much rather get Xenoblade Chronicles X than that one.
Yes, the cherries are good.
And we got some other games coming out. But anyway, speaking of games coming out, so yeah, I better not be on there.
Yes.
So we're gonna be finishing off Dragon's Dogma tonight. So basically, all I have is the final boss of Bitter Black Isle. I gotta restock my parapets. I kind of ran out. So we're gonna restock, finish off the Bitter Black Isle boss, and then so then after that, we're gonna be moving on to the final boss, as I have plenty of wake stones to awaken the final boss. So we'll get that done, and then we'll put that away for a while.
Yes,
basically, oh man, I can actually feel it taxing on my system a little bit being at this Zone 3. Yeah, we're at base zone 3 right now.
The cherries are good. The cherries are good. The cherries are good. The cherries.
All right, so we got a minute and a half here.
The cherries are good. The cherries are good. The
So,
cherries.
so we'll be finishing off Bitter Bike Isle today, and then finishing off the game. So then, in theory, Monday, we will start Metaphor Refantasia. That's kind of the goal. If I don't finish off the game today, for that, I will be playing it on Sunday, and I'll record it and I'll get it uploaded. Which I actually need to upload what I did last Sunday. I need to upload my fist playthrough I did on Sunday off stream. So every once in a while on a Sunday, I'll just throw the stream on in Discord in the middle of the day, basically while everyone else in my family's having some downtime, and I'll play one of my games. All right, we got 30 seconds here. Keep it up in zone 3. Keep it up here, and then we're going to do 5 minutes. 5 minutes easy. Kind of do a little bit of recovery from that 10-minute effort. So currently we're at 60%, 8.4 miles, 95 feet climbed, and 256 calories boinged. And there you go. All right, let's get a little bit of pressure on these pedals here. All right, so we got 5 minutes of rest here. Oh, that's not bad. We're gonna have a little bit of a downhill descent in this area, so I'll be able to conserve my speed. So I'll maintain my speed. I'm at 21 miles per hour, so we'll maintain this speed during most of the downhill, I think, down to 20. Oh, so one other thing I have to discuss. And for those of you that are joining in, what's up? Welcome to the Frito Benito Taqueria. We're back in the Pain Cave. So I'm back on the bike, finishing off, doing some routes today. No specific workouts, kind of more of a self-guided workout. So yes, this is my actual road bike. This is my competition bike. I have a CAAD, Cannondale CAAD 12. It's a fine bike. I mean, it's nothing too fancy. It's kind of an upper end aluminum bike. What the heck is an aluminum Falcon? But anyway, so I have to address this clip that's been going around on X. I've only seen it on X, but apparently there's these 3 cyclists that are standing off against a big old bearded boy. And they're all mocking this one guy for doing a spinning back kick. Spinning roundhouse back kick. And they're just like, look at these fairies and spandex squaring off against this guy, yeah. I'm like, okay, first off, cyclists are pricks. There's a lot of cyclists that are jerks. They are entitled. Okay, the thing you gotta understand about hardcore cyclists is it's a bit of a religion for those guys, okay? They spend a shizload of money on their bikes. Your average cycling bike, of guys that you see on the road, the average price is going to be over $1,000 for a bike, okay? My bike, when all is said and done, is probably about, I'd say about $2,500. When after all my upgrades that I've made for the bike, it's about $2,500. So lots of these guys, they're on the road with very, very, very expensive bikes. They are very protective of their very, very expensive bikes. And I kind of get it. And on one end, I understand. But on the other end, cyclists can be jerks. They think because their bike costs as much as a car that they have all the same rights as a car, which they don't. They are freaking cyclists. The term is share the road, not cyclists own the road. Now, my reasons for saying this is, my town is a cycling town. There are lots of people who bike in my town. There is a major street in my town that connects to one of the more premier mountain climbs in the Southern California area. It's called GMR. Those of you that know GMR, you know GMR. And you know that GMR is famous for two things. God dang it, what's that? Not MF Ghost, but the one before that. Shoot. I'm blanking on it. Basically, mountain drifting racing. Mountain racing in rice rockets. It'll come to me. I'm totally blanking on the name of the anime. So guys that want to live out their anime fantasies, drifting around a mountain, and cyclists, because this mountain is a major part of the Tour de California. So lots of people like to train on that road. So I've seen all different kinds of cyclists in my town. There are courteous cyclists and there are jerk cyclists. They 100% do exist. And I'm not saying all cyclists are jerks. I'm not saying all motorists are jerks. However, I have seen motorists that are jerks. So, basically, from the way this is looking, from optics alone, I 100% put the blame on the cyclists. For whatever has gone on in that video, just from optics. Now, that is a huge caveat. I am openly accepting in that clip. I do not know what happened before. I do not know what sparked the outrage. But if you got a guy doing a spinning back kick with a cleat, that if that connected with that guy's face, that can cause a concussion. The way the guy was kicking, with the way those cleats are configured, that could definitely knock that guy out. It could. Because the thing that people don't understand about the cleats is that it's not hitting them with their fairy cycling shoes. There is a hard plastic cleat on these things. And the way he was kicking, he would have actually connected with a relatively pointed end of that cleat, and that would dug right into that guy's temple. 100% that could have knocked that guy out. And I don't care who you are, I don't care how strong you are, you get hit with that much force in that small concentrated of an area, that is a huge amount of force going straight into your dome. So 100%, that cyclist was very, very close to knocking that guy out. And then he would have had a huge problem on his hands. So, if you're willing to do a spinning back kick on a guy, you're an idiot. You are a freaking idiot. So, optics alone, I 100% put the blame on the cyclist. But that's obviously not knowing the whole story. I have seen road guys that have intentionally screwed with cyclists. I mean, and the other thing is it's 3 feet. That's 3 feet. Okay? This is 6. This is 3. Okay? This is all you need to give a cyclist. Cyclists, this is 3 feet. That is 6 feet. Okay? The motorists are required in most states to give 3 feet. Okay? Deal with it. Motorists, you need to give them 3 feet. That doesn't require you to swerve completely in the next lane. Okay? Let's all be real here. Oh, we're back in zone 3 here. Yeah, let's go there. So anyway, that's my thoughts on that. So I am pretty stoked to get into Metaphor Refantasio next week. Oh yeah. Reason why I'm taking these gels on this ride is that these are going to start going past their expiration date So I gotta make sure that I actually use them. Because I hate buying stuff and not using it. Made it. Let's see, where's my end piece on this? Oh, there it is. So yeah, I've had that gel taped on for the past 2 weeks. It's a well-known cycling hack when you're racing to get a piece of electrical tape and then actually tape your gels onto the front tube of your bike. I didn't want to go the bento box route this ride, or that race. Okay, sounds good, Will. So you're okay though? You're okay if I use your game on Monday? I mean, obviously we'll talk more tonight about it. All right. Okay. Because remember, well, I got other games that I can play. If you're truly wanting to use your game on those nights, just let me know. Because I still got Fist and Eternites. I still got those 2 games, and I'm about 80% there on Fist. 80 to 90% there. So I still have other options, 100%. All right, so we got about 3.5 miles. I thought Metaphor was the next game that I was going to play. Oh, Chained Echoes. That's right. You wanted me to play Chained Echoes. That's right. I was going to play Chained Echoes, and then I was going to finish off the other 2, and then I was going to play Metaphor. Was that what we more or less agreed on? I know it's not that big of a deal. Oh, excuse me. I totally forgot about Chained Echoes. I'm so sorry. I'm pretty positive that is what we actually discussed. All right, so we're at 85%, so we're at 12 miles out of 14, so he's got 2 more miles left on this route. And then we're gonna roll into a short route, about 6 miles for the next route. And right now we're at 42. Ah, yes. Okay. There. Gross. Never see it coming. You see. Do 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 do. which Will, by the way, is playing Persona 5 as well. I'm also playing a Persona 3 Reload. So Reload's going pretty good. I'm just about to hit the next full moon. So the full moon after you get Ken, the one that everyone hates. I think I'm actually going to use Ken like the least amount during the playthrough, because Ken is not essential to the story. And my main character is already like 6 levels over the average level, because I do a bit of insane amount of grinding in that game. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do a pit stop after this route is finished. I have to do a quick pit stop. Gotta go tinkle. Hold the wheel of who? There's no one in front of me. Oh, I was ninth. Hold the wheel of the runner. I can hang behind that guy. I swear I can. So basically, this zone 2, this is building up what's called your base, your aerobic base. So the more that I can ride in zone 2, this is going to equate to building up the base of my engine, so to speak, so that I'm going to be a lot more efficient riding at lower speeds. So as long as I'm hitting in that zone 2, that's where I want to be. And then after a couple rides like this, we're going to start sprinkling in zone 3 efforts. So basically, for the next couple of months, we're just going to be doing this. We're just going to be doing route riding, working on finishing routes, and moving on to bigger and better challenges. So the way the pain cave is going to work, Mondays and Fridays are going to be lifting days. So we're going to be in the pain cave, right on the weight setup, and we're going to be doing lifts. So I got to get back into weightlifting. I really do. My upper body is really weak right now, and I need to work on my lower back a bit. So we're going to be doing all sorts of lifts and stuff. All right, we got 0.6 miles left, a little more than a half a mile left. So we're gonna pop down to zone 1. Nice flat route. Gonna pop down to zone 1 here. Finishing off this route, nice and easy. I'm gonna go in, take a quick potty break, and then we'll be back out for the last about 40 minutes. We'll get one more route in. Because I know there's a 6-mile route, and then I think there's like a 3-mile route that I can do. Just kind of let whatever lactates in my system get flushed out with really light moving of the pedals. So basically, when you are cycling, there's a whole technique called, and this is in running and swimming too, it's a technique called lactate flushing, where basically you go right at or a little over your FTP, basically what's uncomfortable, and then you go easy for a little bit, and that allows the lactate to flush out of your system. So you're lightening the load cardiovascularly, and that allows for more oxygen to get into your system and flush out all of the nasty crap that's in your system. So we're gonna be taking a break here. So I'm gonna be throwing it on the I'm gonna be putting it on the intermission screen. So we'll be taking a break. I'm gonna run inside real quick, and then I'll be back out. So here I just gotta get through that whoosh arch right there, and that'll be the end of this route. So that's 2 down. We got at least 1 to go. And bam! There you go. That's number 2. Oh, that was very much so necessary. Woo. Oh boy. That's, I will say, I know this may be a little crass, but, this is one of the reasons why I am very okay with me continuing to work out. It's so I can stay regular. All right, if I had access to my Stream Deck, I'd buzzer myself for that. But anyway, so we got our last thing going here. Got one last route here. We may do that 3-mile route, and we'll just totally push it big time. But we got 5.5 miles here. So I think I bought myself a little bit more time, because when I went inside to use the potty, my wife hit me up with, "Hey, I need you to empty the vacuum and take out the trash." It's like, okay, I'll do it. So I told her, hey, like, I still got about like 20, 30 more minutes left. She's like, fine. So I was like, okay, well, I'll do the thing she asked. That'll buy me some more time on the bike. Because only my son, the baby burrito's up right now. The girls aren't up yet. Or if they're up, they're just sitting in there playing Switch or something. Actually, no, they can't be. Because they'd have to go out and go out to the living room. And then my wife's in cleaning mode right now, which doesn't happen very often. She's usually in working mode or I'm dead mode. All right. But yeah, 100%, that was a very, very necessary pit stop. And this is another one of the reasons I will openly state I'm very happy with cycling in my garage. Because I gotta take a potty break. I don't have to be like, crap, where's a tree? Crap, where's a business that's cycling friendly? Where's a porta potty in a park? I don't have to worry about that. I just walk into my house in the nice comforts. Don't have to question the sanitariness of the commode. It's very nice. All right, so this one's got 300 feet of climbing in it. So this is kind of going to be right at the beginning. Here, we're gonna pop it up a little bit for these climbs. Let's get through these climbs here. We got 2 small hills here. We'll get through these 2 hills. Super dodgeball. So if you like what you see here, hit that follow button. We're going to be doing bikes on Tuesdays and Thursdays, lifting on Mondays and Fridays. All right, here we go. We're gonna back off on the downhill. And then we'll charge this second hill. So that's kind of the idea when you do free ride. Like, you can just go nice and slow for the whole thing, but the idea is you're supposed to kind of push yourself. Oh, what's nice is they're actually like updating the game without having to re-download the whole client. I've just been noticing those Halloween the Halloween banners. So we're going to attack this next hill here. Oh, my dog's borking. Borky, bork, 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 bork. Dog usually barks at squirrels, which is good. He's being a good guard dog. Sometimes he goes a little overboard with barking at squirrels. All right, here we go. We're starting getting into this next climb here. Settle in here at zone 4. Zone 4 is zone 5. And push hard. Get up this hill. And then we're really gonna take things down a notch. So we're about 1/3 of the way through the climbing here. Got to get up past that second pergola. All right. All right, rest time. So yeah, make sure you join the Tacx after party in the Discord. Link in the description below. Link in the link tree. Click the link tree, scroll all the way down, then click the Discord icon at the bottom of the page. All right, we got another hill. The end of this area, end of this nice flat area. So we'll attack this next hill. We're almost halfway there. We're at 2.5 miles. Halfway there on the climbing, 165 feet of climbing. And 195 calories burned. All right. We got the Camel Caravan. Oh, do we got an official climb? Ooh, we got an official climb. Let's kick this pig. All right, we're gonna do this. All right, we're gonna do this smart here. Got to get some speed coming into this so we're not flat-footed. Oh, there's S'more. Hey, S'more. S'more. He's looking around. He's like, where is my master? Where is he? I don't see him. Push it. $230. $229. Okay, I'm ninth. Wow, I'd have to drop a whole minute 30 to be number one. Whole minute to be number 3. We'll take it easy the rest of the ride. Yeah, and this will be the last route. I'm not going to do that 3-mile route. That definitely toasted my legs a bit. So that's 260. All right, yeah, we got about a mile, 1.7 miles left. We got this one little hill here. Not really. We'll go zone 2 on this hill. Yeah, those are the efforts I need to start doing. I feel it in the areas. All right, got about 1.2 miles left. Two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five, six. Just about up this last hill. So yeah, here's a 320 feet of climbing. This is right at the end of the amount of feet of climbing for this route. So this is the last hill. A little bit of upgrade, but that's about it. Just got to get up this hill, and then we'll coast the most of the rest of the way down. All right, there we go. That's it. All right. All right, we're less than a mile out here. This is where you get the free miles. Free mileage here on the downhills. All right, half a mile left. Roland is the Chad. He's got 20.4 miles. Oh, and he's gone. All right, 0.3 miles left. It's kind of doing our cool down here. It's always important when you do big efforts like this, you got to get some cool down in. Just spin the legs, get as much of that garbage out of your system as you can. All right, so three routes finished today. Not bad. Not bad. So 3 routes in about, that was less than 2 hours. I mean, if you count the potty break, it's about 2 hours. Yeah, we're going to be coasting right into the finish line here. Yep, 98, 99, under the arch, and bam! Bahrain. That's done. All right, we're done. We're done on the bike. 21 minutes, not too bad. So then now I can also kind of redo routes in the future and then see if I can do them any faster. All right, let's dry my feet off a little bit. All right. Menu and ride. So number 3. All right, and that is it. Not too bad. All right, let's check out our challenges here. Oh, I'm almost to there. So I didn't wind up doing any of the of those routes. Okay, so we're gonna go achievements here. Yep, here you go. So collect that, collect that, collect that, collect that. All right. Not too shabby. Yeah, so we're gonna be ticking off all of these little achievements. I'm more 197 these days. All right. So that's going to be it. Oh, hold on. All right, so that's going to be it for today. Let's go ending. All right, so I think we're gonna throw it over on we're gonna raid someone on Rumble. Let's see who's on. Let's see if any amigos are on. Let's see who's on. Let's see here. Who's on? Who's on? Who's on? Let's see, am I even on the list? I should theoretically be on the list. Where's my stupid face? Where's my dumb face? Wow, my dumb face isn't even on here. It's pretty funny. All right, let's see here. I think... we'll do John Thunder. 'Cause he's doing Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered.
You sound Klingon.
You can always go back to living in the wilds if you have to.
Oh, is it a slash raid? All right. We are going to be raiding Mr. John Thunder. So, we'll see you all later. Until later, my friends, good night, Isaiah Norris. Wherever you are, be back tonight with more Dragon's Dogma. Until then, good night, everyone. Good night.